up, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're surviving. I hope you are feeling cool, calm, and collected during these volatile times, because we had the FOMC meeting, which honestly, we just don't care about that anymore. We went on a long rant on the stream earlier saying that, you know what, I think we should just ignore these FOMC meetings, because I think they're all just a load of crap anyway. And if we were just honest with ourselves, all we'd have to do is DCA into crypto and call it a day. But we like to make things complicated and think that because a guy in a suit, a bunch of dudes come up with a bunch of papers and they go, the data is this and that and this and that. But it is what it is, guys. But that's how we're playing the game. We're trying to play the game, and we're trying to speculate on these markets. But we do have some true, solid, hard cases that we can say for Bitcoin and for the overall crypto market, maybe for Ethereum, maybe for some layer 2s, maybe for some layer 1s, maybe even for some meme coins. I think there's a strong, solid case narrative to put on the table for digital assets and real-world assets and people from the traditional finances pivoting into this new emerging market. So guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Dano Crypto. And let's just, we changed the thumbnail. We got the thumbnail on there. All right, guys. All right, so let's look at the prices. Let's make sure we get we're going to turn the music down. We're going to turn the music down. And let's get into what is happening. So I guess fun fact, MFRX9 did not close his Doge long yet. So what's happening with it? Let's see it. Let's see it. But if you post a picture of your trade on the Discord, we'll post it up. We'll post it up. All right. So cryptosrus says, if this guy shows up at your house, what do? You scream, "There's no second best!" And then you guys do a super high five, and you hope that he brought a bunch of his extra Bitcoins with him. Because was he doing door-to-door Bitcoin giveaways or something? I don't know, but and just in, Joe Biden, we said on the stream, on the channel, or on the, I can't even talk, on the name and the title of the video, that the Biden campaign is going to be accepting Bitcoin and crypto donations via Coinbase. And so via Coinbase, oddly enough, where if all they did was just set up an Ethereum address, you know, they could, on a MetaMask or something like that, they can get all kinds of crypto. That's what if they're smart. Speaking of donations, you know, we're tracking the Trump wallet here. And so in doing so, I think it's really important what fluctuates in this wallet and what ends up gaining the most value, because if people are going to be tracking this wallet for this particular presidential candidate and previous president, we're going to see how Trump does, the actual coin Trump. Then we have Trog. We talked about Trog. What's going on? Shout out to Yoga with the Omis, and shout out to MFRX9 and whoever else is joining us today. Whatever time you're watching, wherever you're watching from, I appreciate you guys coming in. And thank you to all the people that were tuning into the earlier show today, because we had, for the numbers that have been coming in so far in the past week or two, that was like the highest streaming day of just concurrent viewers. We had 30 people watching on YouTube, and we also had 30 people watching on X, so we had a total of 60 people watching on the channel. So you might think to yourself, oh, that kind of number is kind of small. But if you think of the size of my channel and the size of the people and the community that I have, those are decent numbers. Because sometimes even Discover Crypto having 1 million subscribers sometimes only has 1,000 or less watching on their live streams. So if I get to 1,000 people watching my live streams with having a metric of only 5,000 subscribers, we're getting somewhere, guys, because you got to think about the ratio of those numbers. All right, so let's get into the Bitcoin price. Let's see what's happening here. We had a dumb rejection again off of 69,000, and it's just time and time again that we are getting these rejections off of that obvious previous resistance that we've just been hitting over and over again. It's just getting pretty annoying at this point. I'm sure you guys are just thinking, like, when is the breakout point going to happen, dear Lord Almighty? So I would say, yeah, I agree. I'm like, what is the deal? What keeps smacking this coin called Bitcoin down in the trenches every time it wants to get to the 69,000? So I'm thinking that we might really have to have a good RSI reset. Like, what is it going to take us possibly dumping to this level at 64,000 to again reset the RSI? Are we going to go down to $65,000 again? Are we going to go that low? Or are we going to just cut the crap and start going to the levels that we've marked here, where we're thinking, come on, there's got to be some momentum, a catalyst? What is it going to be, guys? What do you think? I'd love to know your thoughts. In the chat, put your thoughts. Losers are scared, they're selling. All right. Let me know some other thoughts. Give me some. Give me some. I want your thoughts, please, guys. I don't know how many people are watching right now, but all right, we got 10 people watching. And what is this? Skip it? Yeah, I don't want to be playing like skip ads for people. I don't want them playing too many freaking ads on the live stream. Guys, make sure you absolutely obliterate the like button. We say it is the YouTube currency, so if you don't hit the like button, then they do not push the stream out. Not a lot of people come in. And what happens, though, when you do hit the like button, Ivan on tech, Ivan jumps up and clicks his heels wherever he is, and your overall crypto bags pump. It's a proven fact. And Carl Runefelt buys another Bugatti. What else happens? But we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's actually go to danielcurtishughes.com. If you go to danielcurtishughes.com, then you can pull up all of these metrics like Bitcoin going to the moon. But then you can also go to the crypto bubbles. It's a good way that you can get the crypto bubbles. You can get right on the 5 minute. You can get right on the hour. You can get on the daily. So let's check out the daily. Overall, let's check out the daily. So we're seeing this LPT live peer 26%, and I was like, okay, live peer. We didn't look into it yet, but we'll pull it up. 26% live peer on the daily. So, and then we have Render, Injective, Notcoin. These are all up over 10%. Uniswap up 12%. And then Pendle up 10%. Jasmy close. These are all the 8% coins. Jasmy. We have Theta 6.5%. Lido DAO 8.7%. Toncoin 7%. Phantom. So whenever we had that nice initial pump this morning for that news that came in, it was kind of like pre-news. And then we had the 2 o'clock where we basically, people were calling it on the channel. They called it pretty good. They were like, look, 2 o'clock, after 2 o'clock, we're probably going to see a little bit of a dump and some retracement. So good. That was a good call. Honestly, we just kind of, we would have been good to just to kind of stay neutral in the market today. And sometimes on these days where you have all, an FOMC or CPI, whatever, any of that stuff. And yeah, rates didn't change. They're pausing. And then I think what is eventually going to happen, because apparently in a lot of other countries, they are cutting rates. They are now in the process of cutting rates. And so I'm curious to see how that's putting pressure on the Fed and whenever they're going to do it. I don't know what, I mean, I guess they're just going to say, hey, the next time they're coming into whatever quarter it is, then they'll decide to cut rates either. I don't know, because it's just we got this election year. We have all these like interesting catalysts that ultimately are bullish. We know that Bitcoin, because of the supply and demand mechanism, and also with Ethereum, we have a overall bullish sentiment because of the supply that is leaving off the exchanges. So we could go through and say, look, there's these metrics of the exchanges, the supply of BTC and ETH being squeezed off of these exchanges. So ultimately, I think that if you're just looking long term, and you don't really pay too much attention to the short term bearish price action and bullish kind of going back and forth from the upside to the downside, because you're going to see that. You're going to see, because of Bitcoin, you get alts reacting very well to the upside, but then also to the downside. But then in this, you can find the strongest projects. So like going into the bubbles and seeing on the daily what actually got the biggest moves and was bought up the quickest. And then it also reveals itself in the weekly, in the top 100, being Brett, Injective, which is interesting. I wasn't really paying attention too much on Injective, but on the weekly, it's been up 16%. So if you had been someone who had been paying attention to Injective because Injective was doing well last year, or was it January? It was either January. I can't remember when Injective really got it started to come up. It started to really catch a wave. And we'll have to go in the chart. We'll probably look at it and see exactly like where did it started to catch a wave right here. Just pumped from. Yeah, it was like right. It's like right here where it just went right up to right here. Yeah, so it was last year. I thought it was January. But okay, so yeah, it started to really pump on December. And the beginning of December, it just started to crush it. It just started to, like, literally from $16, boom, just shot up to $41, and then eventually to $50, and then now it's sitting back up into that middle range support. So, but then you look at the daily. These other coins reveal themselves as some strong altcoins like Render, NAKA being the meme coin for Tonchain, and then you got Phantom, Uniswap, because Uniswap has been getting a lot of the trading volume, especially on the Ethereum meme coins and the meme tokens. And then if we were to, go into the 100 to 200, this is where we're starting to get into some other different narratives like Dog. And we have, let's see, we got Jito, and we got Pulse, PLS, all kinds of stuff in here. Hex. Go to the 200 to 300. Bobo has been on the coattails of Pepe, and Brett and all these coins. All the same people that shill Brett and Pepe and Andy and Ponky. They're also talking about Bobo. So I would bet, that they're putting a decent amount of money into Bobo, and they're obviously going to sell their positions as well. I mean, if you're playing this game, you're in the game to eventually swap right out into some Ethereum or whatever, or Solana or whatever these meme coins are on. And you're probably going to hold a little bit of a moon bag, I would hope so. But yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now in terms of some of the strength in these altcoins. You can see it on the hourly. Been seeing Bake. Bake has been bakery token. I remember that from a while ago. How long ago was it? Was it last year? I remember this was popping up in the feed, and so now it looks like it's coming back a little bit. Okay. All right. So, yeah, if you guys ever want to just go right into here, get some quick data, you can also see what other coins that have halvings, what the halving dates of these coins, like Flux or Dash, and then you got Raven Coin and Litecoin. But we got 3 years for both Bitcoin and Litecoin for the next halvings for those, because we obviously already passed those. All right. So let's see. Let's see what's happening on X right now. We had some... I like this. I like this post. We're going to read this one. So you are going to have losses, painful trades that you wish you never took, trades where you risk too much and set yourself back a year or more. But ultimately, do you come out on top and win? Losers love to point out your losses to try and bring you down. Winners highlight and celebrate your wins and can be happy for you. Learn from the losses, but don't dwell on them. Try not to waste much time feeling sorry for yourself. Instead, feel good for yourself, that you could learn from valuable lessons in those experiences that will help push you much further in the long run, and keep moving, getting better. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, so we've been following Kindu Inu, and now we've just, I guess we've decided that we are going to add this to our portfolio as one of our speculative meme coin tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. And for reasons being is because we got hijacked one time by the Kindu team. Not the team. I don't know if it was the team itself, but they were, but a couple people, we got like 3 or 4 people come in and started saying, Kindu, you got to check out Kindu. At that point, if we would have all put in, I don't know, a couple $100 or something like that. At that point, when they told us to, to check it out or at least speculate, we would be up massively. I mean, massively. But you can't win them all. You can't trust them all right off the bat. You gotta vet. You gotta let time go by, maybe just a little bit. But man, crypto's so fast. Sometimes you're just a day too late. Sometimes you're about 10 minutes too late. That's hilarious. The Colgate trade? That's really funny. That's funny. Yo, you guys are awesome. I feel like there's been a lot more people tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. There's almost about 20 people now popping in on the YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I swear, YouTube sometimes, that algorithm, that algo, they want to play those games, that algorithm. But I tell you what happens, and I'll tell you what does save the algo, is that you have to destroy the like. And we'll say it one more time. Is this, if you're watching, and especially if you're on the TV, up, right, select, left, right, punch, uppercut, cheat code to hit the like button on the TV. And okay, we're gonna go into, okay, this is why in the title of the video we were saying, look, no one wants to use the US dollar anymore, especially the BRICS countries, and also Saudi Arabia is not renewing their petrodollar deal that they've had with America and the US dollar for I don't know how long. I mean, you guys got to tell me. I don't know, but I mean for a long time. I mean probably for a pretty damn long time. And so that is going bye-bye. And so now they are So what's happening is a balance of power through currency around the world. And people think BRICS is a joke. They don't think it's actually going to happen. And especially the college kids. If you ask college kids about BRICS, they're like, that's not going to happen. And it's like, are you serious? Like they'll 100% like do this because I never knew this, but did you know that the yuan, the Chinese yuan, is backed by a portion of the US dollar? I was like, that's wild. I didn't know that. And so I'm sure there's a lot of things that are countries that kind of want to cut ties with the massive crisis that is the U.S. debt and inflation and the borrowing and all of that. But I think one simple thing that you don't have to be an expert economist or whatever, or even know every single aspect of how our system works, but you could say that, okay, just maybe if we stop sending so much of our money to war efforts and reliefs and all that stuff, you know what we're talking about. If we're not funding both sides of whatever chaos is happening in the world, and we have at least 4 years or so, a span of years where there's no war happening, there's no countries attacking each other, and we have good trade, no one's pissing each other off, countries are doing good at what they're good at. This country's probably good at doing this. This country has maybe some oil. This one has some stuff. This one wants to trade with this one. Like, that could be the easiest, simplest way that we could just stop, like, the craziness that is happening right now. Is just like, guys, we all know we suck at war. Basically, we all suck at it because we all kill civilians. Everyone ends up doing something stupid no matter what money you have. So why don't we just cut the BS and say, yeah, we kind of suck at this. Why don't we just actually do what we are actually good at, which is, hey, there's a lot of rice here. There's a lot of stuff here that we could trade. And I like this, and you like that. Maybe we need to trade. But I don't know, guys. Am I speaking craziness? Am I speaking crazy talk? Because essentially, I feel like what happened in America is that we just stopped like creating like cool stuff, and we outsourced like all of the good things to other countries, like our products and services. And I feel like it just kind of skewed a lot of the, I don't know, just kind of the balance of supply, of demand and services for actually what the American people can provide, because we do a lot of cool stuff here. There's a lot of smart people here. We can do everything here. Everything. We have rivers. We have all that stuff. Like, we got everything. We got, I mean, I could go down the list. I ain't even going to go down the list. You guys know. I mean, if you know about the USA, I mean, we could do it all. That's why Trump says, drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. And it's crazy. And then we end up paying all the tax and paying all of the baggage of the hijack of the Democratic Party, of them voting for all this nonsense, of literally just like sabotaging all of our money that we funnel to them. It's a really nice funnel that they like to just funnel all of our hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears and they get to then. And yes, crypto naughty. What's even worse is that it's fake. It's all just fake money. It's just literally like they are the ones that are putting the value on this system, which is hilarious because it's a private entity organization. And if you guys really want to go and do your research about the Fed, the more you start doing the research about the Fed and how they infiltrated our system and why there's been people that have in our government that wanted to get rid of it. Because the moment that they understood that it was a hijack system of the American people and it is a completely private organization that is essentially can't even go into it you got to go do your research. Go do your research. The moment you start really going into it, you're like, whoa. You'll start to want to buy a lot more Bitcoin at that point. And you'll start to reorient your life around how you've been duped and you've been scammed and basically everything that your life revolves around is the scam. And yeah. So, I mean, if you really want to get conspiratorial, there's been multiple attempts to stop this system, and there was a lot of people that understood that, okay, there are people that are trying to manipulate this and control it, and thank God there are people on the other side, because some people, I think, they're hopeless. I think a lot of people have a very pessimistic view about the power structures in the world, and they're like, we're never going to win. There's always going to be these families, and you're always going to have to lick the bootstrap of the man. And I would say that's false. I would say that's not a good way to go about your life in that type of pessimistic view, because if you were to do that, then yes, of course they win, you know. Because the moment that you lose your confidence and you lose your ability to be optimistic, and also to know that there are people that want to work together and they want to, even though they don't agree, you know, it's not like everyone, like, we don't all agree, but I think there are fundamental aspects of human society that we can agree on morally. And also, there's just like an energy that happens when you get around certain people, or even just like when you have an opportunity to help someone, especially help someone that you might not like or you really didn't like or something like that, and then you had an opportunity to help them, it does this weird thing. It's like this magic that happens that you're like, damn, I could still be nice and help someone even though I don't really necessarily like them too much. So like that's kind of the golden age that I guess we would all like to strive to be in, is that we all can like live our lives and like we don't have to agree on everything, like, but there's like some fine lines and also some things that kind of come into play. So it's so, yeah, woo. Life is very interesting, guys. Life is very interesting, and that's, I think, why I love crypto so much, is because it's such a interesting aspect of this life. And yeah, Big Daddy Super Bowl's Rothschild, music is good, ganja's good, wine is good, people are cool, drama is harem. I'd say one of the cardinal sins, I think, in my life that I just chose to not take part of is gossip. So like that's one thing that I just really don't like to take part of, and the moment that like I'm around people and they start to like and start to kind of gossip about someone, I don't take part in it. And if they'll ask me, or so I've been also, you get pulled into it. You'll get pulled into a gossip in a group setting, and then it's almost like they're like ba 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 ba, and then they look at you and they're like, oh, so what do you think? And I go, yeah. And I do my best to not like keep that gossip train going, because it's never felt right for me. It's never felt good. And I'm just like, nope. That's one of those things that I'm very good at avoiding, is like, I ain't gonna gossip about people. I'm not gonna I'm not going to, if I got something to say and I got something that I don't like, and then I say, I'm gonna just freaking say it to you, and I'm not gonna gossip about you, because you're just gonna know. Like, that's just straight up. So, and that's how I'm gonna be in my life. There's no reason to gossip. Absolutely not. And I think it's a damn sin. So, and it's not healthy for you either. That could be. That I've heard about that. I've heard of that, and I've like kind of had that swirling thought myself, is like, how, because if there is such an overwatching eye, if you believe in the Big Brother mass surveillance, that how could something like Bitcoin go under the nose of an overwatching system unless you have your stuff locked down? But because no one really knows who created Bitcoin, if it was an entity or one person or collective of people, no one really knows. I mean, and even then, if someone ever came out and said, I'm Satoshi, I mean, I wouldn't believe it anyway, and I don't think anyone would ever. Freedom is Wealth is asking, have I seen the Reddit coin? I know of it, but I remember it last year. They were talking about, because of the community, and it's kind of like, because they have the karma points on Reddit, and so is it implemented in the Reddit community with the karma and with the karma button and the likes and all that stuff? Because I haven't done much research on it, but it's called RDDT. So is it trading anywhere? Said it's super small market cap. RDDT. So let's see. RDDT. Let's see if TradingView. RDDT. Wrapped ETH on. Let's see. We got PancakeSwap. Do you know what chain it's on? Is it on Ethereum? It looks like. We'll see if this is. Whenever I come to this channel, we get price action. Yes, that's what I like to hear. That's awesome. I would like to think that we have a Dano crypto effect, but I don't know if we have that many people watching the channel yet. George would like to say that he has the George effect, but that would be cool to have the Dano crypto effect of pumping price action. We haven't looked at Bitcoin since just the start of the stream, so let's look at Bitcoin and see what is happening right now. It's on ETH. Okay, yeah. So yeah. All right, we'll go back to that. But shout out to everyone who's here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the second live stream of the day. We've been staying pretty consistent with it. We are going to, really do our best through this bull market, going through up all the way to the top, and we're going to be going all the way to the bottom, because I guarantee you guys, when all these new people pop into crypto and they start seeing all of us who have been here this whole time, through this past 6 months, year, however long you've started to DCA, and we're selling everything, and they're like, Snow, what are you doing? Stop, no, ah! And you're just like, bye, I'm sorry, I have to sell a little bit, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to explain it to you. But you gotta, okay, so this, but on all jokes aside, we want to be here for those people to hopefully that they are not the people coming in and buying the top and then selling at a loss at the bottom. So we're hoping that with the onboarding process of going through the bull market and then all those people jumping in at the top when FOMO starts hitting and we start going into what we call the, I don't know, the war zone. It's almost like a war zone because only certain people come out alive. At that point, it's a war zone. It's player versus player. There's no community. There's no this. There's only one Bitcoin or whatever. That don't sell your Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to these people because your strategy is you got to make some damn money. And if you round trip your bags, you're going to get freaking wrecked. So we're here to tell you through this whole time that you are not going to round trip your bags. I'm not either. And so we're not doing it this time, guys. It was way too easy to round trip last time because we got faked out so many times. We had bad actors in the space. We had multiple exchanges going down. We had all of these assholes, excuse my language, screwing it up for everyone else. It's like the dang kid who's a little punk in your classroom in high school. He doesn't ever shut up. And everyone's like, Kyle, shut up, Kyle. You're gonna get us all in trouble. Kyle, stop it. And then he keeps going. He keeps freaking going. And he gets everyone in trouble. And then the whole class can't do the fun thing. And I'm like, damn it, Kyle. Don't be Kyle, okay? Just don't do it. Please. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can see what's happening on Grok. What's trending? We were just on the trending page. What was trending? Let's see. What's trending for me? All right. Fed holds the rate steady, hints at the cuts. We know the cuts are coming. Terraform Labs apparently is going to be settling with this $4.4 billion SEC lawsuit. Okay, they're settling. This is a very interesting number. I feel like this $4.4 billion fine is just like, man, they love getting that $4.4 billion. The government's just they're really just managing our money so well. They're really protecting the people. Man, I wonder if they're going to use some of that money that they get, that $4 billion, to help pay for all the people that lost for Terraform Labs and the whole Terra Luna crash. Oh, I wonder if they're going to send me my $1,000, $2,000 that I lost on this freaking crap. I wonder. Are they going to send it to me? No, they're not. They're not going to send it to anyone. It doesn't go to anyone. They don't actually want to help people. The SEC doesn't want to help the American people and protect them, because if they did, they'd say, guys, we're going to do a settlement, and out of this settlement, every single creditor is going to be refunded, and any money that you guys lost, we're going to pay it back. We're going to send you a check. You get a check, you get a check, you get a check. Gary could be Santa on his freaking SEC sleigh, dropping checks down the chimney. But no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You end up, when you go through and get protected by the SEC, the protectors, these freaking people, they're such scam artists. It's ridiculous. All right, what else? Yeah, Saudi Arabia's petrodollar exit, a global finance paradigm shift, is exactly what we're talking about. So this is why we need to be in Bitcoin, because the dollar's inflating. No one wants to use a dollar, and Fed's going to cut rates. People are going to end up, there's just going to be a massive pivot. And I think what's actually going to happen is that people are not going to want to, if they educated themselves at all the past 4 years, then they would understand that would be the worst mistake that they could ever make, is holding their dollars in a bank if they're not doing anything with it. Like if it's just sitting in there, or you have, like, say you have like a backup fund or something like that, it's almost more risky holding into a bank than it is just holding it in a crypto wallet. Because at least in a crypto wallet, you could have it immediately liquid. You could be like, oh shit, I gotta send this to my Credit Karma, whatever. I mean, I don't know, like whatever thing is almost more solid than a damn bank that's in your local city. And then you'd be able to like protect yourself, actually protect yourself. Man. Yeah, what else? What else? Okay, so we got this. Andrew Tate, former kickboxing world champion known for his controversial views, has proposed a boxing match against Ansem, a prominent figure in the Solana cryptocurrency community. The match is scheduled for Crypto Fight Week in Dubai this December, with the loser agreeing to donate $10 million to a cryptocurrency of the winner's choice. The online community is divided, with many expressing skepticism about Ansem's chances against Tate, citing his lack of professional fighting experience compared to Tate's kickboxing background. I mean, geez, I think a more entertaining fight would be me against Andrew Tate. Jesus. I totally agree. I actually have decent form. But Andrew Tate's weight class, he's still bigger. He's bigger than me though, so he would still destroy me. But we would do our best. Apparently, this guy Ansem, I don't know where this. Honestly, I don't know where this guy Ansem came from, or what his background is, or how. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where some of these people come from. To be honest, I'm very surprised at how a lot of these people just come out of nowhere in the woodwork. I mean, I could say the same thing about myself. Like, you guys are like, who are you? Well, I'm Dano Crypto, but that's besides the point. But I'm like, who's Ansem? I'm just meaning that you don't have to know everyone. You don't have to know everyone. There's so many people. There I could say there's people that come into crypto and they're like, who's Richard Hart? And you're like, who's Richard Hart? And then you get educated and you're like, oh, okay. I don't have to follow every Jeet on Solana that claims that they're a massive celebrity because they just did really well on a meme coin. But we'll look him up. Let's look up Ansem and see. Let's look up Ansem and see if he'll, right off the bat from just his Twitter profile, what is his background? What is he famous for, and why? Please tell me, because, I mean, you guys seem to know. I don't. I'm not getting it. All right. Let's see. I want to see what Grok says. That's hilarious. I typed in who is Ansem, and Grok said, yes, Ansem, the mysterious figure from the Kingdom Hearts universe. That's amazing. Perfect description. Oh my God. I'm still not finding anything. Please tell me. Can't find a damn thing. All right. Well, I hope he survives. We'll just say that. I hope he survives. Because if Tate actually punches him, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. All right, so we could actually be getting some liquidity here. We could be getting a nice little pump, a little price action back to the upside. Little pump to 69,742. I typed Ansem crypto and Google images. I know I didn't actually go into. If I want to like actually look him up, I could probably say he probably is just. I mean, he's known in the it's known in the Solana community. So he either started a coin. He either is part of some kind of community that started a coin, or he. I don't know. Does he make crypto? Does he make like videos? I don't know. I've never seen any like any videos that he's made. I know he does like content, like viral content, you know, where you're clubbing, you know, where you're showing everyone you're peacocking. You're like, look, I'm in the club. The most you're gonna see from me, guys, is you're gonna see me with my chickens. That's it. I'm with the other chicken heads. I'm hanging out with the other chicken heads, son. This crypto bros be hanging out with the chicken heads. We be hanging with the real chickens. Well, looks like we're getting some price action. It's looking good. No one's told me in the chat yet. Does anyone know what he's done? I mean, Jesus, see, you guys don't know either. People about to try and make fun of me for thinking because I don't know who Ansem is. I've been shit. I don't need to. You probably name like 10 new artists or celebrities right now, and I'm not going to know who they are. I'm 34 years old, and this is what happens. You sometimes you hit a threshold and you're just going to be like, who? Because it's just like at this point, the Illuminati music industry will just at this point they find someone on TikTok that they think is a sucker and they're like, this guy, he'll do anything. This guy looks like he's got enough tattoos on his face that the kids will just love him. But we digress. Guys. Are the Asian markets about to kick off? They are about to kick off very soon. 9:30. 9 or 9:30. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to end the stream. Unless you guys want me to go into the red light district of what is the meme territory. We either end the stream now or we're gonna take a 5-minute blast into the red light district territory. What do you guys say? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to go into the red light district territory. I just read that in a really creepy voice. No, you're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're not going anywhere. All right, let's go. All right, so let's do a little quick blast of the red light district territory. First, we'll go into Kendu. So Kendu, we did mention. I'm sure that's how you said it too. I was like, okay. All right, so Kendu, the thing that we're liking about Kendu is that it's just really getting nice price action, and they surpass 9,000 holders, they had pretty good transaction volume as well, and it's just kind of climbing up the ranks in terms of Ethereum meme coins. I mean, it's really coming up there. It's number 8 in terms of trading volume. Let's see if that has changed. Okay, now it's number 17. Okay, so in terms of trading volume, let's see. We told you guys, and we've kind of been hinting. We haven't speculated into these ourselves yet. We're I don't know if we're waiting too long or if we're going to be too late. The classic line in crypto, you're too late. But there is a Chinese narrative meta meme coin thing happening where we have Chinese versions of already established meme coins that are doing well here now in America and just across, just across the globe. I'm not going to say America, but just in general, because you could be in Australia, you could be in Europe, you could be wherever you are, Dubai, and so we have 2 coins that we've been looking at, and I know there was another one. Was it Kami or something? What was it? It was one of the. What was it? It was the Chinese cat one. Mankey or something? Was it Mankey? I think it was Mankey. Yes, that was one of them, but I will have to look at it. We'll have to see it on this list. We got Landwu. We have Pai, and we have Boule. So Boule is the Chinese Brett. This thing, you just don't know. I mean, it is basically, you got to think about it as Chinese derivatives of these tokens like Brett and Pepe. And then we have Mog. Oh, you did? Yeah, so because you were up in profit. Is that what the one you mentioned that you were up in profit too? So yeah, good on you. So yeah, if you were up though, you always have to secure those. You gotta secure those profits, secure the bags. Or if you're just really degen and you're like, I'm in it for the tippy top. I'm gonna try and get the tippy top. Then you better be watching those charts. You better have your notifications set. You better have all the things set, because if you're gonna play that game, hey, that's still great. That's amazing. Hey, if you can get 3x or 4x on spot, I mean that's awesome. So, all right. So Kindu Inu. So yeah, Kindu Inu. We got Kindu Inu. Nice in the list. I like that it's up here. So MAGA, we picked up some MAGA. So we think this thing, obviously, in the next 4 or 5 months is going to just kind of be a nice. I just think it's just going to. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think about the Politify tokens and where they could be, and if you think they're just going to dump after the election, or there's going to be some kind of crazy volatility? There's all kinds of things that could happen in terms of the Politify narrative. You got Biden tokens, you got Biden, Joe Biden, you got the Trump coins, you got the MAGA, you got T-Trump, there was T-Mania. I don't even know if those are even doing well anymore. There's MVP. You got all these, you got these coins in here that are Trump narrative tokens, like Baby Trump, MAGA, MVP, I think Conan, is that another? Trog, and then actual Trump coin. So what I did is I thought, okay, well, MAGA was listed on PHEMEX, and PHEMEX is a pretty highly reputable exchange. So I picked up some spot on PHEMEX, and we're just gonna see how it goes, and we're just gonna maybe DCA a little bit into, just have a little bag of it, and we'll speculate how far it can go in the next 4 to 5 months leading up to the election. And so from where it's at now, I mean, it hits all-time highs. We're up 173%. So like Crypto Naughty just did, that's a 3x, and took some profits. So I think at that point, maybe we'll take a little bit of profits too. Why not? And we let a little bag ride, because things don't go up forever. We should know this. We should know this by the price action that just happened today. Look at this. I mean, we had a nice dump. We had a nice retracement, and then we had a nice support off of 66, and then a move back up to 69,000. We're like, woo, yeah. And then now we hit that level right back down, and now we're It's looking like we're going to test it again. Yeah, you never go broke taking profits, and there's always opportunities in the market. We know this. We know this to be true, that there's always opportunities in the market, but sometimes we can psych ourselves out and get too emotional and have all these, you know, philosophical explanations, but it's just like, hey, just move on. You trade another day, you live to trade another day, and if you made gains, you made gains. If you made losses, write down what you can learn from it, and then make sure you have that in front of you, and you can be like, okay, what was it? I jumped in at resistance. I bought at the top. I don't know. Maybe I didn't set a stop loss or so, whatever it may be. I don't know. It could be a lot of different things, but I think that could help in the strategy. All right, let's keep we'll go down a couple more meme coins. Well, let's see what's happening on Solana. The ones that we are personally following on Solana, so we don't get too caught up with trying to catch and just like jump into too many different things. Right now, Solana is the chain for celebrities to easily create a coin and start getting liquidity and action into it. For instance, Mother, we got all these Tate coins. We have Ansem. We have I don't know what else. I mean, just go down the list. And then we also have some of these the Politify tokens that are on here. Then we have the GameStop tokens that are going off the narrative of the GME with Roaring Kitty. And so this is something that we are kind of speculating into. So two things that we're speculating into in terms of Solana is the GME token on Solana and also Ponky. So Ponky's still pretty low market cap, and it's sitting at 226 mil, and we are looking to crush into 69 cents. I think that is an obvious target for Ponky right now in the short term is 69 cents. And all it's going to take is we get a nice major listing of Ponky on on a big exchange. I think right now, if we were looking at Ponky, let's see, Ponky, go here. And Ponky is only on, I think we checked it before. Let's see. Okay. Or no, Ponky did get listed on BYBIT. Nice. Okay, so it's on BYBIT, Gate.io, MEXC, BitGet. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get some more though. We're gonna have to pick up some more. We're gonna have to pick up some more exchanges. I don't see Binance. All right. And then on base, we've been watching Brett, obviously. We're getting some nice tests again at these levels. I think we're going to be testing up into 20 cents. I think this rejection right here will be easily cleared. And then what else if we go down the line? And then here we have, it just says Tret. The Chinese, this is the Chinese, okay, Chinese Brett. Our beloved Brett, just Chinese. But this is on the base chain. Nice. If it ends up testing up to its all-time highs right here in the short term, that's a 230% move to the upside. From the support level right here, took about 3 days for it to clear that. So if you were thinking you want to get 3-day price action movements here, you're going to be looking at, this is the one you grabbed, Crypto Naughty, was the base one, the Tret. Oh, nice, okay. Maybe maybe we'll. So we've still been holding our boomer. We've had boomer. We kind of missed the opportunity to take some profits on boomer whenever it just was booming. This was during all of the FUD and all kinds of stuff with Brett, and so we kind of just like left boomer alone to just be like, okay, we're not going to swap in and out of everything. We're just gonna hold that. And so we ended up just holding it, and we're like, dang, we could have actually scalped some profits off that thing at a point. But now it's sitting kind of like right at where we're just like break even. So we could say, hey, we could just hold it there, or we could throw it into some of these new narratives and some of these new coins and see if we can do a nice little flip. And that's getting into the red light district territory of sometimes what could be a fool's game, but sometimes that fool hits it big. Sometimes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You got me for the red light district. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be streaming at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. And thank you so much for you guys supporting the channel. It really means a lot that you guys have been coming in and coming into these live streams and just interacting with me and with each other, keeping me on my toes. And we are going to succeed very, very well in this bull run, I assure you, especially if you're taking profits. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and happy trading. GG. Woot woot. God bless. Peace out.